In a data set with extreme outliers, which is a better representation of the center of the data? Okay, so let's say we have a data set that looks like this. Let's say it is 7, 3, and 5. Let's say that's my data set. I just have 3 numbers here. When I am looking for the mean of this data set, the mean looks like I'm going to add all of these together and divide by 3. So let's add them together. Divide by 3. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 5 is 15. Oops. Go back. 15 divided by 3 equals 5. So our mean for this data set is 5. The median is just the number in the center. So the median, if we go ahead and line these up, 3, 5, 7, the median would just be 5. So actually both the mean and the median are 5. Okay, let's see what happens to them when we add an outlier. Let's add an extreme outlier and then we're going to recalculate and see how this outlier affects the mean and the median. Let's say we have an outlier of, let's say we have an outlier of 105. So this is my outlier, 105. That's a pretty extreme outlier. Now let's go ahead and calculate the mean. So we add them all up and we divide by 4 numbers and we get that our mean is 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 105 is 120. And then we're going to take 120 and divide it by 4 and we should get 30. So in the case of extreme outliers, if we add this outlier, our mean goes from 5 to 30. Now let's check what happened to the median. So let's take our numbers, let's line them up, 3, 5, 7, 105. Okay, and let's make sure we know that 105 is our outlier here. Oops. Okay, let's see how this 105 affected our original data set. For the median, we're taking the number in the middle, so it's going to be right in between 5 and 7, and the number that would be there is 6. So when we have this outlier here, it changes the median from 5 to 6. So we know the mean went from 5 to 30, the median only went from 5 to 6. So the mean is a lot more affected by outliers than the median, so the better representation of the data, because we know this is just an outlier, this doesn't represent the bulk of the data set. A better representation of the data set would be the median. The median is a much better representation of the data set than the mean when we have extreme outliers.